Greetings to the Gambia and greetings to all of Africa. Today marks another fresh edition of the program, the motivational platform that comes away on Sendian's VIP magazine, VIP TV here in the Republic of the Gambia. And I remain Tony Michael Howard, tasked with the responsibility of inspiring and motivating the current generation of young Africans in the actualization of their respective dreams and preaching the message of peace and national unity, as well as revitalizing the Africanization policy that speaks about good governance, social justice, democracy, human rights, and most importantly, the African unity. And for today's edition, I am honored and privileged to be in a live conversation here with Mr. Boniface Koffa. WEAH. Greetings to you and welcome to this platform, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Quickly, to those watching us from East Africa, that is Nairobi, Kenya, and Tanzania, we say to you, Jumbo Jumbo Rabadi yako, kumfutanya yozangu, lisinakupenda pia. That is, love you all. We say, asante kwa masara when you quit to see that. Thanks for supporting us. We say, heshima kwa East Africa, that is respect to East Africa in the Swahili language. To those in the Rwanda, in the Ichigwanda language, we say to you, Abagwanda, Napakunda, Moeze. To the Sierra Leone people, the Mende, we say, since this morning, I was a Bua, Kauyena. On the other hand, I say Kaigoma, Biyeluve. To the Yoruba-speaking people of Nigeria that comprises Ikiti State, Kwara State, Ondo State, Lagos, Ogun, I say to you, Baonisha, Utuzumeta, Baolomo. To Eastern Nigerians that are predominantly able to say one and the Nomaikaraka Ija, Mechukwabia, Amamamas, Yamasi, Osimida, Tata, Iku, Mechuko, Kiki, strengthen you all wherever you are under the sound of my voice. So, of course, the Gambian people, the Mantinga was having the Sokono Lukovian, and the Famokera was a Ninian and Dunia talk. To the full, as we say, Wale Jano Sudet Nalaga, as a jump to you all say, me Edi Moja, that is love you so dear much to the what was in Nangadef, Nagasubasi, say, Malamuna Fatida, Malamusafati Adunabi. This is your platform, the motivation for the Liberian people, in the Pera language. Tell us a bit about yourself from early childhood to academic and professional life.
Well, thank you very much. Once again, I'm Boniface Koffa. WEAH the second. Okay. I am a Liberian. Okay. I hail from the Kru ethnic group. Okay. My dad is a Kru. Okay. My mom is from the Grebo tribe. Okay. So, as a child, I was like reared by my mom. Okay. It happened that my father passed away when I was 3 years of age. Oh. So my mom tried to raise me as a single parent. Okay. But then later she got married. And then begin to have other children, okay. My siblings. Okay. So basically, we were like, I'm not from a very wealthy family, okay. But by the grace of God, we managed to meet up, to work so hard, to meet up with that of the middle class. Okay. So my mom did all that she could, like she's a dietitian. Okay. I sold bread. Okay. I sold ice water, okay. You know, like a normal street vendor, you know, okay. Just to make ends meet. Okay. We did all that to go to school, that okay. Our mom would support us. Okay. And then with that, I was able to graduate from high school. And then I entered the university at William V.S. Tubman University. Okay, Maryland County. In Maryland County, Harper. Okay. So I started studying guidance and counseling. But then later, I relocated and decided to have a change of career. So I went into the marketing. Okay. So my focus was marketing, communication, and social media. Okay. So basically, that's about it.
Okay, that's what you just heard from the house's mouth. He spoke about himself that he's into marketing and social media, so to speak. Aside from marketing and you're involved in the social media, what else do you do?
Well, my desire for social welfare resulted to a change of career. Okay. So I would say that I did this multidisciplinary studies, okay. Whereby I have to categorize them into two sections. Yeah. That is my life as a social.
Stop. Yeah.
I have this multidisciplinary studies, okay. Which I'm going to categorize into two. Okay. One has to do with the social aspect. Okay. So for the social aspect, I decided to do the issue of human empowerment,
Okay.
empowering the masses.
Okay.
But I studied martial art, Jikundu martial art.
Okay.
That was established by Bruce Lee.
Okay.
So
So you fight very well.
I'm a fighter.
Can you beat me?
I won't beat you. I can.
Okay.
So I said to myself, how do I impact the masses with the skills, the studies of martial art? So I was able to establish an NGO called NOLIJDA, No Limits Chikundu Association.
Okay.
So the organization has 3 programs of focus. We have the societal awareness, we have the health and fitness, and we have the self-defense aspect. So with these 3 programs, we are able to empower the masses, especially children and students, because I see that they are the most vulnerable. So NOLIJDA was able to carve these 3 programs to impact the masses. So I said that is not enough. So what I did was I went to work and produced a book. It's called The Safe Way from Bullying and Stranger Danger.
Okay.
And the reason for the publication of that book was I did a survey in schools and in the communities where I realized that...
Which communities, which schools?
Well, that is in the Gambia here, when I relocated to Gambia here.
Okay.
So the school, I taught at CBEC with the UC Maths program. That's the universal concept of mental arithmetic system.
Okay.
And at Marina International School, I taught martial art as an extracurricular program.
Okay.
So, and at the center, NOLIJDA Training Center, where we deal with the community directly, people from all walks of life come to the center.
Okay.
So I noticed that there was this issue of bullying taking place.
Okay.
And then, sorry to say, most of the children don't know exactly what bullying is. So I felt that it was a good thing that I took the decision to be able to impact them by producing the book titled The Safe Way from Bullying and Stranger Danger. So here's the book. So this book tells the child and the parents what bullying is, the causes of bullying, where bullying occurs, how to prevent or avoid bullying, and a whole lot. This book also contains the 11 prime safety rules of a child. As parents should read or interpret. If the child is not inclined enough to read the book, parents should read and be able to explain, to guide them in the process. The child in the process about the 11 prime safety rules of a child. So I would like to appeal to parents and guardians that they should get copies of this book. It's a very powerful tool, very important tool that will help guide the child. It gives the child year-round safety and a lifelong knowledge to be able to avoid bullies and stranger danger, the hazards related to harmful strangers. So it's true knowledge that this book was produced. So that's one aspect of my multidisciplinary career. That's the social aspect. Now I have this business aspect of it. So for the business aspect, considering my mom, who happened to be a businesswoman, with focus in the pastry and diet, I said, how do I help? What programs, what system do I present or engage to be able to help business people to make more sales, to generate more leads, more clients? So based on this, I decided to go into copywriting. So many businesses do not understand what copywriting is. So copywriting uses least effort to get the most results. So it is the professional ability.
What uses what least?
It uses least effort to get the most results.
Can you simplify that?
Now what I mean is, basically copywriting is a professional ability to use the written word to influence or persuade your target market to buy, to subscribe, to follow, your
let me get something clear, because when you say using written words to pursue your audience or your target market, is your persuasion going to be commensurate with the value of the particular product or service, or just using flowery words to be able to attract these people? Because in marketing, there's something called a pull factor.
Yeah.
If you publicize your market or your product or services in such a way that draws the attention of your clients or your target audience, then it has to be commensurate with the value of the product. In the absence of that, you see people pump into your business, and when the service that you advertise is not really commensurate with the publicity that you offer, then surely your customer disappear.
That's it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm coming to say that it is a professional field. Basically, a copywriter, the first thing a copywriter does is to do a survey of your business. And then the target market. So we get into the heads of your target market. What they want, what do they desire, what do they hope to see, the change, the improvement in your services or your products. So we give them the exact message, the exact value that your business or your services or products offers. The information given are legit. We are ethical people. We don't exaggerate. Like you're going to get this, and when you go in for the product or service, you don't get it. Actually, that hinders the progress of the business. It puts the business integrity at stake and that of the copywriter producing the item. So we give the exact information as relating to your product and services. But the issue is, many businesses do not understand still the value of copywriting. Most businesses are focused in this outbound marketing, where in getting the products or service across to many people as possible. But with copywriting, we get your services or products to those who need it, and also persuade those who are aware of it, of the value of it. So that's the beauty of copywriting.
So when you speak of copywriting, which means you could be trusted with a banking institution to run their entire marketing policy successfully.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's the voice of Mr. WEAH. He's a young Liberian residing currently in the Gambia, as he speaks of us here on Symbian's VIP Magazine, VIP TV on the Motivational platform. Quickly to you, how is life outside Liberia, outside your homeland, finding yourself in a strange land, especially with the emergence of all COVID-19 and all of its stresses and discomfort? How are you coping with that?
Yeah, this could be experienced by anyone leaving your country into a foreign land or a strange land. There are challenges. Challenges with your economic status, because you are like relocating into a new society, getting to know people, and the issue of trust. How do people relate to you? And in order to be accepted, you must be able to add value to society, to the new environment to which you are relocating. You must be able to come up with value, the social interaction, how well do you relate to the people. So all these factors count. So it has not been an easy task. But
what has kept you going?
Well, faith in God first. And then this self-esteem, perseverance, because I have some of my mentors who have always, coached me into pushing forward. No matter how hard things may be, you keep pressing forward. Taking the right decisions. Meeting the right people with whom you share similar values, similar vision. So these are motivational factors that are pushing you forward.
Kept you plugging on.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's my guest here, Mr. WEAH from Liberia. It's a beautiful experience to be seated here with a brother from the same country. It's a beautiful experience, right? We're talking about identity, having an identity, and it's what exactly you've done here. Something I've seen with very few Liberians, and when it comes to writing a book, so to speak. We have very great Liberians that have written, but finding yourself in the diaspora and venturing into something like this is quite too strange. Where did you get that zest from?
Well, it's all about my desire for social positive impact. I want to see change. I want to see society better.
Okay.
I want to see society improve.
Okay.
I want to see society happy.
Okay.
These are factors that are driving, my actions, my decision to creating, to creativity, to producing, helpful materials like this publication.
Okay.
And I have other publications, in the pipeline coming up.
Why were the emphasis on children only as contained in this right up here? Because anybody could be bullied. Why the emphasis was seriously placed on kids only? Is there any particular secret about that?
Yes, I'll make reference to myself.
Okay.
My life as a kid.
Okay.
It was somehow challenging.
Okay.
And in this book, there's a story of my life when I was about 9-10 years old in exile in Ivory Coast during the Liberian civil crisis.
Okay.
And back in the days in Ivory Coast, I almost got killed as a child.
Okay.
It was on the New Year's Day. We were celebrating the New Year.
Yeah.
And before going out, my grandmom warned me not to go far from the community.
Okay.
But I got carried away by the social events, the music, the party, and I went like 300 miles away from my community.
Wow.
Yeah. So on our way back home, it was late, like some minutes after 8 going to 10 p.m.
Wow.
So we could not find our way easily back home.
Yeah.
And then we got a letter from this guy who we saw as a good Samaritan, not knowing that his intention was to use us for money-making rituals.
Wow.
So to the glory of God, and through our insight, we were able to detect that something fishy was happening.
Okay.
And so we escaped. So all of those harsh experiences as a child got me to direct my focus on children, for which I keep making emphasis on this book. It's a very important tool.
That's the book is called The
Safe Way. Very important tool.
Yeah.
The Safe Way from Bullying and Stranger Danger.
Okay. I think this is more or less a security or a guide for young children to be able to prevent being bullied by other peers, so to speak. So it's an opportunity for you to be able to tap into this fountain of knowledge from a young librarian who has coined words into a right that is quite too beautiful to be able to serve as a protector for our children in their respective communities and schools. He's Mr. Boniface Koffa. We are from Maryland County, Republic of Liberia, and he's been featured today on the Motivational platform with what I call identity. Having an identity, what do you do with your life? Because it is quoted that an economist dealing with human behavior cannot attain the precision of investigation. I repeat, an economist dealing with human behavior cannot attain the precision of investigation. As such, an economist's generalization or laws are conceived as conditional rather than absolute. That is what is likely to happen, but not what must happen or always happen, which means human behaviors are very unpredictable. You cannot depend on other people for fending for you. You have to take the mantle of responsibility and show the strength for your very self. That's why he has an identity today. We say a very fat congratulations to you for that great endeavor. I heard you speak about web design as part of some of the things you do. Tell me about it.
Yes. So my career as a copywriter and digital marketing strategist, the focus is directed to businesses, helping businesses to grow. So there is this web design service that we provide. I have a team that I work with, a team of specialists, as I would term it. So we provide web design services for very affordable price and quality. The whole thing is like seeing that businesses are happy. So those businesses out there that haven't built a website, they are missing out a lot. The website helps the customer engage anytime, anywhere. There are several benefits of having a website as a business. So the bottom line is that we are available to help businesses and brands build their website for very affordable costs.
Tell me, how supportive has the Gambian society been to your various endeavors, from the writing of books, from the classroom management, and karate fighting, and so to speak, even though you can't beat me, and then coupled with your web designing, so to speak. Tell me, how supportive has the environment been for you since you've been here?
Yes, I must be sincere that the Gambian...
I actually say you can't beat me because you're not going to fight me.
Yeah, we're not going to fight.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the Gambian society is a very accommodating one.
Okay.
The people are loving, they are caring, they're friendly,
okay,
and to some extent cooperative.
Okay.
It's common with any society.
Okay.
You also have people that do the opposite.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, that partly not accommodating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so far I've experienced peace.
I once described the country. I once described the country in a popular speech. I called it the Museum of Peace in Africa.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So they've been supportive. Have they been? How has the financial remuneration been in terms of support?
Well, I would like to make reference to my project with this book.
Okay.
A few people have embraced the idea.
Okay.
They have supported.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, with regards to the question you asked about the impact of the COVID-19 on my life and my project activities, this book has not been launched.
Okay.
Like 5 days to the launch of this book,
the
lockdown was declared. I printed copies.
That's a bad news.
You know, in high gear for the launch, and everything went down.
What was the reaction at that point in time?
It
tore you apart.
Very
devastating.
Devastating, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but however, I'm looking forward to getting the message across.
Okay.
Making sales, but the book is available on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm still working hard to get it onto all of our platforms, online platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's beautiful there. That's Mr. WEAH from Liberia. You heard the story about the book he's written. It's called The Safe Way. That's can you tell about it? The Safe Way. That is you can look at the book here. It's called The Safe Way from Bullying and Stranger Danger. A trusted tool to keeping children safe from bullies and stranger hazards. So you can try and get a copy. How do people reach you if they want to have a copy of this book, and what amount is it sold for?
Well,
since you've not officially have it launched.
Yeah, this is sold for $2.99.
Okay.
That is almost 300 Gambian dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do people reach you if they want to maybe benefit your expertise in web designing and social media marketing and corporate writing, so to speak?
Yeah. So in order to have access to these services or get in touch, people or business owners can reach us at a phone number.
Okay.
That is 225-6898.
Okay.
That is very active.
That's 225-6898. If you're out of the Gambia, that is plus 220-225-6898. That's the number to call to get in contact with Mr. WEAH. To get a copy of your own book here, The Safe Way, that is a guide to protecting your children from bullies in schools and communities. Support his work. That's the essence of the motivational platform, providing young people the opportunity to showcase what they have and inspiring them to higher heights. That is our responsibility, because it is quoted by one philosopher that one of the greatest responsibilities of any generation is the assurance that your own children live after you will have left or departed the face of this planet. And how do you ensure that your children live? It's designing or creating that enabling environment of peace, stability, comfort, so that when you will have left the face of this planet, you can be very confident, your spirit can be very confident that your own children will survive in a very peaceful environment. What are your final words as a librarian in this country? What are your final words on this platform to other librarians that have not ventured into something similar to what you're doing right now? What do you have to say to those people?
Well, it's kind of interesting that I keep making reference to the book. So I go back to the book. I have this a famous saying in the book. It talks about creating value.
Okay.
So it says here, written by me, create value. And when you do, you change lives. And when lives are changed, you gain fulfillment.
Okay. That's a great one.
So that's it.
Okay.
I encourage people, young folks out there, young Liberians, to create value. Always be thinking, always
That
be
innovative
available
mindset, yeah.
to add value, to bring value to society.
Okay.
With that, we all become better, happy, and wonderful people.
It's a nice experience having you on the platform today, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so dear much. This is the motivational platform here on Symbiance VIP Magazine, VIP TV. You heard from Mr. Boniface Koffa. We are from Liberia. He's seated here in the Gambia with me here in studio on Symbiance VIP Magazine and TV on the motivational platform. A young talent here. He's into web designing. He's into social media marketing. He's into corporate writing as well. He's a classroom teacher. He's a karate fighter as well. Multi-talented young man. He called a contact number. I think you heard that on the stream. So it's a beautiful opportunity to get a copy of this book, and then whatever expertise he has that you need, you can try to contact him. Call the number once more.
225-6898.
You get a 225-689. It is the number to call to be able to purchase your copy of this book for your children's protection. Thank you. It's been Tony Mikiel Howard. If you like, follow us. Bye-bye.